welcome to my channel Cross the JK. My name is Agna. Today I record a video about all my finishes this year 2022, and I hope you missed me because I haven't been recording in a very long time. So a little bit of a history why was happening, what was happening, and why I didn't record the video. So yeah, I was going through a lot of bad stuff at the first half year, and but I was stitching, and most of the stuff that I stitched, they were like up to April, I think so. I probably didn't have any in May done, and I didn't have anything done in June or July, but I did have purchases and everything. But today the video is not gonna be about purchases. It's not gonna be about my new starts. It's gonna be only about my finishes. And while I'm talking here now, I actually remembered one more finish, the one that I didn't bring in here. It's still in the hoops and everything, but I'll definitely gonna get it. And all that happened in within a year. I didn't have a space at first, like, to record the video. I was trying to get my craft room done, and here's my cat. Actually, you can hear a bell. He has a bell around his neck. Anyways, I did have to change my room twice. So from one bedroom I'm gone to another. Then I decided that I want a smaller room, but it's all for myself. So I got again everything to change. Then I got a shelving unit, so while I was building that, so everything was everywhere in the boxes and so on. It was like, oh my goodness, it was everything everywhere, and it still is. And still I didn't get the chance to clean it out because I'm cleaning one side, then I decide to change something in another side, and it's again a big mess. So I do have 3 hobbies, 4 I could say. So I have yeah, 4 the main hobbies. So one of the hobbies you can actually see in front of you. It's a cross stitching. Another one is beading. Then I have a polymer clay, the one that I actually did something this year again. And I have reading books. So when I start reading books, that's it. I'm reading a book a day or 2 books a day, but I am reading and not doing absolutely anything else. Then, of course, there are some games on the phone and all that, like, so sometimes instead of recording a video, like, I'm actually just playing, relax. And there was like really hard year for me at that point where I actually couldn't get myself, like, open and do some stuff, like, record a video. So, yeah, but I did stitch though. I have like 20 finishes, I think so. So yeah, all of them kind of small, most of them small, but there were some big pieces as well. So what I have first done this year, so lavender and lace, this gorgeous angel. And now before I actually start showing that, I'm gonna move everything else, and of course I have to hit the stand there with my phone and all that. So anyway, I'll be back in a second. There I get the last finish, the one that I didn't bring in, and I move everything around that it would be easy to see, and then it would be better to see my lavender and lace piece angel. And so here I'm back now with my lavender and lace piece angel. It's really hard to put that in the screen because it's pretty much big, and I didn't put the fabric properly because in the XSD file, the one that I had, and I was stitching on the Cross Stitch Saga, it's the app, the one that I mostly use now, and I need the XSD file. So there was a face of the angel on this side, so I moved everything by 10 stitches, so everything is gone, like, closer like this. So if that was 10 stitches, moved to this place over here, so it would have been perfect. But anyways, it's not a big deal because it's enough space here, and I finished that. This meant to be for my mom, and I promised her to send it out, but there were so many things going on in March, and then April as well, and I didn't have time or anything like that. It was, well, it was something going on anyway. I'm gone from full-time work to part-time, but then again everything was upside down, to be honest with you. So I didn't send it out. I will be sending that because that was done for my mom, and it just takes the space in my house. As long as, you know, like, she would have that on her wall, so it would be even better. Like, so yeah, I'll be sending this away. So probably, yeah, if I put like this so you can actually see it all. So yeah, I don't know what she's gonna do with those. I didn't iron that, so I don't know what she's gonna do with it, because I stitched those little beads here with the, how to say, with the transparent thread, the one that's actually can melt. So I don't know, I will give her all instructions, you know, that she wouldn't iron that with very, very hot iron anyway. So yeah, but I don't know how to send. Probably I'll be putting in some cardboard pockets or something like that. Yeah. So what I love about this piece, I just in love with those wings, the way they look. I was really afraid when I was stitching that those wings not gonna get together over here, but they actually did. It's all good. And then I love the beads, and I was afraid of stitching face, because it's a petite point, as you see. And well, people say that this angel looks a little bit angry, and as a peace angel it's not supposed to be that angry, but only those wings and everything, it just bought me. Like, I had to stitch that whatsoever. So this angel was done back in January. I actually should get the list there when I all finished. Well, all those small thingies, they're the ones I finished. They have only codes written. It doesn't say anything, like, so I have only codes in there, and I won't be able to just to see which one is which. Of course, all the pockets and the plastic packaging, the ones that were with those small thingies there, they all gone to the bin. So I'll have to look up online when I do my finishes folder, which one of course I didn't do. I did promise to myself that every month I'm gonna do at least 1 year when I stitched, like, you know, with all the finishes. So I did well until 2019, and then just stopped. So because there were quite a lot of those small thingies there as well, the ones that I had to look up online which one is which. So anyways, I'll do my all organization and everything, and I'll do the video probably after, if I get the time. Of course, if it's nothing gonna come up again. So yeah, I'll do the video. But today is all about my finishes, so I'm gonna just get on with that, and I'll show you the next finish. The one happened in January. So it was this tiny Santa. So maybe I'll just adjust now, because, well, there are some big pieces there as well. So well, I'll just show like this. So this little guy was finished as well. So it's all chart is done now. It's of, I think so, 2 sets by 4. So all of them are finished, but I didn't do the bubbles there or anything like that, because I just didn't show them in the video that I have finished. So maybe I did show, I don't remember. But anyways, I didn't do anything to them, and I'm still thinking what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do oval or something like that, and just make them as pin keeps or something like that to put on the Christmas tree. So anyways, it's Anna Petunova. She's from Russia, as I think so, and her lovely charts. I do have quite a lot, but I'm not really stitching much. So yeah, I did them, and finally I can say, so one of those whipped ones that was dragging for some months. I meant to do them last year, finish them last year in August, because there are 8 of them. So finally finished in January. So of course I have one promise kept, and I did stocking, the one that was burnt. So I did a stocking, that's Dimensions, Santa's flight stocking. Of course I bought a kit because I had to get this fabric. I like this fabric and I like the way it's done. So I did get a kit and stitched. So from 4, the ones that I have, they got burnt, like, you know, in the fireplace. You know the story anyways, I'm not gonna repeat it because it's pretty much hard to talk about it. So yeah, one of them I finished, and the rest of them I have started already, but didn't finish them the way the last time I showed, the way they are there, and I didn't do any stitches on them. So this one I didn't want to finish, like, you know, finish. It's still on the fabric looking like this, because I just want to finish the rest of them. I'm not gonna be putting up for kiddo just, you know, one stocking. I still have another one there with the Santa's globe, but yeah, I just didn't want to put up one. Like I said, like, okay, I have to have at least a few. I try my best now this year to do so, because yeah, they are started there in the frames and everything on the fabric, threads all over the place, and when I was moving everything, so I found even some needles all over, like, you know, my house and so on. So I just decided that I do have to finally finish my starts, that I wouldn't lose the threads or something like that. So yeah, I after all the moving around my rooms, I took one very old whip, and I've done it. It was, at first it was really hard to do that, because I didn't know if I'll be able to do couching on that one. So when I did, at first I did couching on this one, but then I just decided to go and get on with the back stitch. Then I did these tassels. At first, at the beginning, on the first one, it was made with gold, but now I just made with threads here, not the gold ones. And of course, this stocking was very easy. It went really quick, and I finished it very quick. I didn't change the gloves, because you know, the knittings, knittings, and because, you know, people just put in the red ones, kind of, you know, to go with the coat and the hat, but I just wanted them green the way they were before and everything. So I even wrote the same, the name, and so on, but I didn't finish like till the very end. Anyways, this stocking was like for over a half year in the kitchen, waiting to be recorded and everything, and I didn't do, like, you know, for a very long time. So sorry about that, but that's what happened. Now I tried to do the video without editing and joining, so I'm just gonna be moving one and finish onto another, and I'm just gonna do the separate Lithuanian video, because I try my best now to save time. It's pretty much late already. It's already 7 o'clock in the evening, so you know, it's a bit late, so I'll try to do like straight away. I'm not gonna be doing a very long video whatsoever that I wouldn't have to join them. So another piece, the one that I have done, that's Mirabilia, I think so, MD149, if I'm not mistaken. You see, I didn't say even codes on these because I'm not prepared. So anyways, this absolutely gorgeous piece. I think so. That's one of the smallest ones from Mirabilia. It's not Nora Corbett line. It's actual Mirabilia MD. So it's weird that it's small, because this piece is like, like it is small one, like it's not 50 by 70 or anything like that. So on this piece I bought from Lithuania, there was one girl selling out everything she has, all her stash, and she had started over here already. So she didn't have much of beads, she didn't have all the DMCs for that one, and it was started here like only a bit, so I finished the rest of it. So this is not dragging anymore, and this is finally finished. There were loads lovely beads over here. There was granite there as well, as backstitch, and I didn't do 1/1 skin. I didn't do petite point. I did just a normal cross stitch. There were some mistakes. I made a mistake over here somewhere because of all those 3/4 stitches. So I had to take everything up to here, like everything apart. And if I make a mistake, that's it. I'm gonna be putting this away. I'm not gonna fix mistake like straight away. I'm gonna put this away, and it's gonna be there forever, like until I actually get to that. So I remember there was a Facebook game, I think so, it was called Myth or something like that. I don't remember now anymore. It's some wars as well, like there were some teams and everything doing. So I was stitching this one because, as you know, like Mirabilia, they're pretty much easy designs. So I was stitching this one for that, and then when everything over there are no more games, so and I made a mistake, so I just didn't finish that for a very long time. Then of course just 1 day or 2 days, and I finished everything else. I put all the beads, I sewed all the beads and everything at once. I didn't leave for any next days or anything like that. So this was very nice progress. I mean, like, it was very nice to stitch him. Of course, one of the cranics there I was checking out with the original, because I have original chart for that, but I was stitching from Cross Stitch Saga, because almost all of my pieces I do on Cross Stitch Saga. So I was checking with the original one, and one of the cranics there was no point even to buy, because there were like 5 stitches or something like that. So I just didn't bother buying that. I just changed with a different one, but I don't see any difference, and I wouldn't even tell where those stitches are. Probably some here and here, I think so, but like I wouldn't even see where they are, like, to be honest with you. So there was no point to buy. I just had a little bit of this dark one acrylic, and I used that one, and the rest of it, like 5 stitches that were made with some different acrylic. Well, I have a color chart, so I of course checked the one that's closer to the one that's supposed to be, but I didn't buy the one that was missing. So, and I would say, like, as well, check with some different like, charts, like, like XSD chart, something like that. Check with that, like, how many stitches to have in that, and sometimes there is no point even to stitch with the same one. So one more finish on the fabric. Dimensions, it was Sunset series, so it was very much old one. It was out in US, it's not China make, so it was out earlier than 2010. I don't even remember the year, but in my previous videos definitely there was something about that one. It was done, probably a half of it. I didn't have finished all the backstitch or anything like that up to this point, and then I had only this side here done, and I think so up to here or something like that. And then I just in one go finished everything. um I can't say it's very easy. Those flowers here were like pain in the behind, to be honest with you. And what I was more afraid about this thing, so I was afraid to go with the backstitch. It's not just the backstitch, it was couching there as well, the one that I didn't know how to do. But well, I didn't know, but I just didn't want to do that because not always it was okay. Like, you know, with the I had a bad experience with the dimensions. Reef of Roses, the one that I have done a few years ago, and I didn't like the couching there with the gold metallic thread, the one that's in dimensions kits. But this one was with a normal thread, the one that like, you know, you always stitch. And here is the couching, the one that I've done, and it's actually gorgeous. I just loved it. So I don't know why, maybe just because it's Ada and it was easier to do, or what happens, or maybe more experience after that, you know. Reef of Roses there, because it was quite a lot of couching on that. So I don't know what happened, but I actually enjoyed it, and I did like in one go as well. So all the backstitch was done like very easy, and I finally finished this piece as well. So when I started stitching this, I was thinking that you know, I have a wish done for that one and everything. And I was thinking probably I'm gonna get you know, we're gonna get like, you know, our house, brand new house and everything. But probably it's not gonna work because after splitting up with you know, the big serious thing there in March, I just gave up on all that hope. So I'm just gonna stay like this now, and for now I'm gonna live like in the same house for now, um, until something better comes up, like, you know, and all. But my wish is definitely not gonna come true, like the one with this piece. You know, people say like if you stitch some house or something like that, so you know, even it's a bird's house. So you know, it could be like a premonition or something like that, like, you know, or a wish to come true, like, you know, to get a new or better place to live. So I could say at some point I did get better place for my craft room, even though it's in the same house. So let's say halfway the wish is actually gone well. Anyways, so that's a Dimensions new home, or sunset, I could say. And then the last one of my finishes on the fabric, so that would be Svetlana Sichkar, the lady from Ukraine. She is absolutely, I don't know, like, she's really talented, and all those patterns are really, really, really good. So I was stitching this one on my new favorite thing, hoops. So I used hoops, the ones that I bought quite a lot. So, you know, the wide ones. And I left in there, like I didn't do anything to that. I just left in it. So those the hoops, the ones that I've stitched on. I got a Norgay stand as well for those hoops and everything, the floor stand or the table stand, like, you know, and I'm stitching no problem with it. So here I am with my hoop mania. And yeah, I stitched this one in hoops, and I have another piece as well already in hoops. The one that I have started this year was some from Mereshka. She sleeps, I think so. That's how it's called. There is Heaven and Earth design as well. She sleeps, so the round one. So I have started another one there in hoops, but this one was very easy because all design was in this kind of, like, you know, hoop, and you can actually see. Another one I still have to move around because it wouldn't fit in the biggest hoops from this company. So yeah, Svetlana Stitchkar, she's on Etsy, by the way. It's Essay Stitch, I think so. That's how she's called on Etsy. If anyone is interested, just let me know in the comments down below, or just go on my Facebook and text me on my Facebook there. And because I try my best to put up my info from Instagram or Facebook, so you can all find my info over there. So if anyone wants link for those bunnies, the ones from Svetlana, so you can actually text me. So she's the girl from Ukraine. She does sell kits, so you can find in good few shops actually her kits. There are some shops in Lithuania. There are some kits online as well on Etsy shops. So you can buy a kit already with linen probably, or some other even weave fabric. So yeah, so I finished this one in just a few days. Because I'm still working, even though that I'm part-time, but I'm working sometimes 4, sometimes 5 days, but small hours. But anyway, you have to get ready, you have to go, you have to come back, take shower and all that. So, you know, all the school, all the karate, things, to go. So I was still busy, but I did finish that in a few days, in like 3 days, I think so. There are a good few stitches in there, like 1,700. I kind of didn't do my 700 a day if I sit down to stitch, so I have to do 700 that day. I have some things stitched, like, even like 5 stitches that day, and that's it. That's how I was stitching badly. So anyways, I have that one finished. It was a project on Instagram to stitch from this designer. So she works with her sister Alexandra Zamorina. So they do have a shop and everything, and they have lovely patterns and everything else. So I would suggest to go and check them out. Yeah, this one is called Tatiana. It's blue and red. I could have done here with beads, but I just did the French knots, and I didn't bother doing any with beads. And I think so I missed the beads over here. I'm not sure now, but for me it was enough. So yeah, those are the finishes, the ones that I've done on fabric. And now probably I'm gonna pause and have a little sip of a coffee, and I'll get on with my beaded stuff, the one that I done. Oh yeah, the cross stitch I actually have done. I have here sleigh done. It's as well Ukraine company, well, Fruzalok, but it's kind of, how to say, it's a knot in English would be, but they call themselves Fruzalok anyway on the kits, so you wouldn't find that as a knot in a search. But the thing is that I can't find them to buy anywhere, and if you buy from Ukraine, obviously wherever you get them, you have to pay local charges, their taxes and all that as well. So those the sleigh, the one that everything is included, and here's the felt and everything for that. So I did that in one go, like in a few hours. And of course in January I had this lovely thingy. Actually, I'll show you on my beading mat. It's much better like this. So this lovely as well. I think so that she's from Ukraine as well. It's Nadezhda Luzhanskaya. I think so, that's her name. Anyway, she's on Instagram, so as well, if anyone is interested, so I can leave in a description or something like that. But just let me know in the comments. I don't want to put many those links where, if you can't get them. Anyways, it's, like from Russia now, I can't get anything anyway. So yeah, so that's the thingy there, but I didn't finish it. I don't have the back of it done because when I put that away, it fell over my drawer set, like, you know, and it fell over there, and I didn't take out until I moved everything, and then I just kept that on top of my shelving unit, and I just forgot to put anything. Anyway, I didn't put on a Christmas tree because I knew that I'm gonna be recording video of all my finishes, so obviously I'll have to take them off, and just because I have a list only with the codes from kids, so obviously I didn't want to bother, so I just didn't put anything on my Christmas tree. On the Christmas tree, I'm gonna put now when I finished recording and I post the video on YouTube, so then I can put everything whatever I have on the Christmas tree, so I won't have to do it again. But by the codes I can find online, you know, the pictures. So that's that. So I have these small ones done now, all with threads, nothing else I have with threads, only with beads. So I'll take a sip of coffee there and we will continue with another pieces. So I'm back now with this one. It's Woodland Craft. They changed. I used to call them Magic Country kits because they were in Russian language, they're written. But anyway, these are from Ukraine, the kits, the ones that I always stitch. And it's on a wood background and the plastic one. So now they changed the name. So it's Wonderland, sorry, Wonderland Crafts. And I'm showing you different, like, you know, not putting together because I didn't glue that, so they still like this. So I'm trying now to stand up probably and do the video like this, like, you know, that you could actually see what's in there. So I did this little bear, and you can put that on a stand, and it's actually standing properly. So of course, after the video, I'll definitely gonna glue that and put under the Christmas tree. So this lovely bear I've done, and it stands like nicely like this, but every time I try to show, like, no, it's falling off, you see. So I'll glue that. It had a little like a plastic thingy, like it's not, it's foam actually, probably plastic foam, on this stand. So you just put that in and you have it. Quite a lot of beads in there, and I did it probably in 1 or 2 days, but I usually stitch them very quick. If I start, I finish the same day. Then I think I glued this one, cactus, as well, from the same Wonderland Crafts. All of them gonna be from Wonderland Crafts except for the wooden one with the threads. So this lovely cactus I've done the back of it and everything. So I do remember, I do have all those charts and everything were written, how many beads in them and everything, but probably that info is not actually in here, like, especially, like, you know, it's all done ages ago. So that's one of them. Then I have this bird done. I'll take this off, and yeah, I'll have this bird done with the cherries. I love cherries. As you see, I don't paint anything. People do paint them around, like, you know, to make let's say, like here as well, green as leaves and all that, but I didn't paint. I left that natural. It goes on that kind of a stick, so you can stick that in let's say some flowers, like, you know, or something, but I don't really have any. And of course, if you put water, like, you know, if you water your plants, so obviously the bottom of it's gonna go bad. So it's still with the old saying here, the name, the old name of the company. So yeah, that's the bird. I'm gonna show them really quick now because video has gone really long. So I have this massive ornament done. So I'll show you actually the smaller one. There are two sizes, and really when I bought them I didn't expect them to be, you know, one very big, another one very small. So I didn't even check the sizes, but obviously some of them I have big ones, some of them small ones. I have blue one, I think, so done very big one as well. And I have few more kits of them. So yeah, that's the green one with the beads and the green background. One on the back side. Then I have a smaller one done, the purple. It's metallic purple beads, and I wouldn't suggest any sticky, like, you know, what to say, those sticky pads, you know, sometimes people use for doing the beads. So I usually have like this beading mat. Actually, I made this beading mat as well last year. So it's velvet fabric on the other side, and so because I wanted something stiff, like, you know, to have for showing. And anyway, it's much better for me to stitch when I have a stiff cover. So yeah, I destroyed a little bit with the coffee when I was stitching, but it doesn't matter. I have good few those beading mats. Then I have, this one is the last one finished. It was like, I don't know, 21st of December I did. It wasn't very easy to do because of those big beads, kind of a pearly ones. I was thinking maybe to change to Swarovski ones, but then I counted that I don't have enough, so I just left the way they are. Yeah, it was kind of hard to do because those beads going all over the place as well. And first time I glued that with the silicone glue. They are clear silicone glue, and they actually were like it was much easier to do so. So yeah, I first time used silicone glue. It was brand new. Tried it on, and it was worth it though. So that was from one of my purchases. So I purchased this one and I started. Then I have another cactus done this year. So it's as well, I glued that already. So it's on the stand as well, from the same company. And I like purple, I like red beads, but it's nice. I like that one, and the green ones as well. I have got few leftovers there, those beads. So yeah, I still have 5 more to show, and that will be it for today. So this gnome, it's absolutely gorgeous. I had to take apart quite a lot. Now about this one, I'll stop a little bit and I'll tell. I got confused with those beads, and I didn't use these beads instead of those grayish ones, because when I put on the mat, there were good few. It was like, I don't know, 12 sort of beads. So obviously got a little bit mixed up. So I had to take apart absolutely everything, like, you know, from like up to here, I think. So I have done, and I took everything apart because I stitch with one thread. I don't do like, you know, over the stitches, like, you know, putting it down, like, you know, and again starting with the new thread. I just join the thread and I do with one. So I had to take apart absolutely everything, and then when I did that, so I went very quick. So yeah, this little gnome, it's nice. Then I have done this Christmas tree. Those are the beads as well. I could say they were kind of gold beads, but they are clear as well. So I actually wrote down a number for myself to buy more because I actually like them. I'm gonna be using them in my jewelry stuff as well. So this one, I don't know, probably I can put in some stands over here, like, you know, or something, or just add on like a hook. I have loads of hooks bought for those pieces as well. So can put on a Christmas tree. Then I have another tree on plastic, so it doesn't have the back of it done, because it's done with transparent one thread, as you see, so it doesn't have any back. So that's that. It's lovely tree as well. Then I have a this ornament done as well, round one. And I have, I think so, snowflake done already, but it's on the Christmas tree because I did that last year. I remember when I was I opened up new kit, and it was a different chart than the this plastic put in, so I had to deal with that, and I was stitching from my phone, as I remember. So those are from the plastic ones, only 2. I was thinking maybe to start all the plastic ones at first, because it's not really easy to do. But then I just, no, I want this rocking horse. It's absolutely gorgeous as well. And those are the colors from the brand new, I think so. So I have few of them the same, with the same beads, but I think so. You can download those charts from the page, because, you know, obviously you're not gonna stitch on anything else except for their wooden, like, you know, background. So it's like charts online anyways. So I probably download one of them and just change the beads, because I have good few leftovers. And that will be it for today. I have all my finishes done here, shown already. And I'm gonna be recording Lithuanian video, and I'm gonna put them on my Christmas tree. So Christmas tree is pretty much rich with my stuff already, with all my stitchings. And yeah, I hope I'm not gonna be going for a very long time now from YouTube. I hope so. I'm gonna be stitching, because I have few plans for my finishes and all, because, you know, after moving my rooms and everything, so I just decided that, yeah, I have way too many starts. I have way too many of them lying around and dusting and everything, because when I was stitching Dimensions new home, I just couldn't. I was sneezing and everything, and you know, the dust and all, so I can't be washing all the time, like, you know, when I'm taking some new piece. So I try my best now to come back to that one piece stitching at a time. Probably I'm gonna be very boring on YouTube. I hope I'm not gonna be, you know, again, lost for so long. It was what, like 10 months or something like that. Didn't do any videos. Yeah, and I hope you all have very nice Christmas and Happy New Year. It's gonna be next week. And I hope you subscribe if you unsubscribed me already. I hope you liked the video and put a thumbs up, and you can share in the groups and all. And don't forget to comment down below if you are interested in one or another kit. You know, I can try to find links where to buy them, especially the ones that you know, from the countries where they are available. And yeah, see you next time. I hope you enjoyed it. And when I see you next time, I hope I'm gonna be showing you all my whips, the ones that I have started last year. And yeah, so bye bye.